Hello everyone, this is Lingodrian Languages with Adrian. This is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and also press on the bell for more notifications and videos regarding languages. This session is for beginners. We are going to learn how to greet in Spanish. With no further ado, the very first thing you are going to say when you'll be greeting someone in Spanish will be Hola. 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 You can see that when you are going to write down this word, it's going to be written with a H at the beginning. Spanish being a Latin language, they have inherited this H that is mute. So some of the words are going to contain this sound, this letter, but you are not going to be pronouncing it as a sound. As in this case, we are not going to say hola, we are going to say hola. Also, what you will need to see, which is very specific to Spanish, is the fact we have got an upside down exclamation mark at the beginning of the word of the sentence. And also, if it's going to be a question, you are going to have an upside down question mark followed by a normal question mark at the end of the sentence, or an exclamation mark, as in our case. So let's see how else we could greet somebody. So if it is morning, as in the picture shown on the right hand corner of this particular screen, we could say Buenos días. Buenos días. Buenos días. So as you can see, the I on the días has got a little accent, so we'll have to be stressing that sound a bit more. Buenos días. For good afternoon, we are going to say buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. For evening, you are going to say buenas noches. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. What you could see is that we have got CH, which is pronounced like in English when we say, for example, children, child. So, buenas noches. This particular phrase translates through both good evening and good night. So you could greet, it's very easy for us to learn just one expression to say good evening and good night. Some of you might say, how do I know? Well, obviously, when you are going to meet somebody at night, you are going to say buenas noches, translating through good evening. When you are going to say goodbye to somebody and it's night, you could use buenas noches, and that will obviously translate through good night. Another way of saying goodbye would be adios. The next thing we are going to learn is to express identity. Me llamo Maria. Me llamo Maria. Me llamo Maria. So you can see double L in Spanish is pronounced like E, a long E. E. Me llamo. Me llamo Pilar. Me llamo Pilar. The next case we've got related to Spanish is the letter J. J is always pronounced like H. So at the beginning of this session, we've learned that H is not pronounced, is always mute, but we have got replacement for H. And in this case, letter J is always pronounced H. When you are going to read this letter as an individual letter in the alphabet, you are going to call it J. J. So, me llamo Juan. Me llamo Juan. For the feminine version, me llamo Juana. Me llamo Juana. Another very peculiar, very specific name in Spanish would be Javier. Me llamo Javier. Me llamo Javier. Me llamo Josefina. Me llamo Josefina. So you can see this H is pronounced a bit like with a bit of a flame on the back of the throat, I would like to call it. Josefina. Maria. Pilar. Juan. Juana. Javier. Josefina. A question that you are going to be asked, regarding a name is going to be ¿Cómo te llamas? What is your name? You'll be answering Me llamo Adrián, for example. So te would refer to you and as would be the ending for you. When you are going to answer, you are going to say me, which refers to I. Llamo, the O refers to myself. So me llamo Adrián. So the question will be ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? When you answer me llamo and you put the name, me llamo. For example, me llamo Juanita. Me llamo Juanita. What will be the question? Could you tell me the question? Probably you did. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? The next situation, me llamo Álvaro. Me llamo Álvaro. The question, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Álvaro. Okay, let's make a quick revision of this page. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Adrián. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Juanita. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Álvaro. Good. On the next thing, we are going to be talking about location, to say where you are from. Soy aquí translates to I'm here. Vivo en Madrid. Vivo en Madrid. Vivo en Madrid. So as you can hear, the V in Spanish is pronounced like B. Vivo. Vivo en Madrid. Vivo en Andalucía. Vivo en Andalucía. Vivo en Barcelona. Vivo en Barcelona. I live in Barcelona. Vivo en México. Vivo en México. I live in Mexico. Vivo en Colombia. Vivo en Colombia. I live in Colombia. Vivo en la capital. Vivo en la capital. I live in the capital. The question is, ¿dónde vives? ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde means where, and vives means you live. We've got the es at the end, which refers to you, and I'm going to be able to explain this in a lesson in the future, so subscribe for more of these sort of lessons. Vivo en Madrid. Vivo en Madrid. ¿Dónde vives? Where do you live? ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde vives? Vivo en Madrid. Vivo en Madrid. I live in Madrid. Vivo en la capital. Vivo en la capital. Then quicker, vivo en la capital. And this is how the Spanish people would sound slightly quicker. So we've got 4 words and we try to put them, connect them. Vivo en la capital. Vivo en la capital. The question, ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde vives? As you can see, this is the situation that I was explaining to you earlier before I'm going to the next thing. So we've got the upside down question mark at the beginning of the question, and we've got ¿Dónde vives? Vivo en Málaga. Vivo en Málaga. I live in Málaga. ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde vives? Vivo en Málaga. Let's make a quick revision. ¿Dónde vives? Vivo en Madrid. ¿Dónde vives? Vivo en la capital. ¿Dónde vives? Vivo en Málaga. So just as a quick revision, we've got ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Adrián, for example. ¿Dónde vives? Vivo en Madrid. Where do you live? I live in Madrid. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Adrián. ¿Dónde vives? Vivo en Londres. So London has got translation in Spanish. Is going to be called Londres. Londres. Repeat after me. ¿Cómo te llamas? Once again. ¿Cómo te llamas? Next, you are going to say your name. Me llamo. And say your name. Me llamo. ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde vives? Vivo en Londres. Vivo en Londres. ¿Qué tal? Is the next question. ¿Qué tal? Is not kettle. ¿Qué tal? Tal. Open A. Tal. Bien. Gracias. Bien. Gracias. So ¿qué tal translates through how are you? Bien is well, or fine, or good. Thank you. Bien, gracias. Muy bien, gracias. Muy means very. Very good. Thank you. Fenomenal. Fenomenal. So it's not phenomenal. Fenomenal. So open A. Fenomenal. In the next word, we've got the double L, which we've learned it is going to be read like E. And also we've got the V, which is read like B. So, maravilloso, maravilloso, maravilloso. Mal. Mal is bad. Fatal. Fatal is awful. So remember, when we've got A, we've got to open it. We need to open the mouth. So I'm going to go again through this question and the answers. ¿Qué tal? How are you? Bien, gracias. Bien, gracias. Good, thank you. Muy bien, gracias. Very good, thank you. Fenomenal. Phenomenal. Maravilloso. Maravilloso. Marvelous. Mal. Bad. Fatal. Awful. Another way of saying how are you is going to be ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? And you could answer using the same answers we've learned previously, but instead we are going to put estoy in front of these words, of these expressions, translating through I am. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy bien, gracias. How are you? I'm well, thank you. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy muy bien, gracias. I'm very well, thank you. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Estoy fenomenal. I'm phenomenal. We're doing brilliantly well. Estoy maravilloso. I'm marvelous. Fantastic, yeah? ¿Cómo estás? Estoy mal. I'm bad, I'm not well. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy fatal. Estoy fatal. I'm awful. Right, hope you enjoyed the lesson for today, and please subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, please subscribe and press on the bell for more notifications and videos like this. Also, please leave a comment down below.